Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The Super Clean 75 presented by Hoosier Tire coming at you. Jill from Super Clean says, let's go green. Taylor Mitch right now out of turn number 2, leading Justin Johnson, but Justin Johnson putting a fender up underneath Mitch early. Justin Johnson finished 7th in Havasu, and now Johnson takes the lead from Mitch coming out at 2. Johnson moves up to try to block Mitch, and does. It's going to be Johnson at the line here on lap number 2. And from about 7th on back, they got to figure it out as you got Scott Winters, Dylan Capello, Chris K, and the 58 of Kyle Ray. That's Cody K in the 2X. Dustin Tilbury extremely slow on the backside. Tilbury to the bottom. Looks like 17D might be done for the night. Tilbury really super slow. Going to try to clear himself here on lap number 4. Tilbury back underway. Might have been a fuel issue. Mike going to try to clear himself, but he looks like he's back under power, still on the lead lap. But here comes Justin Johnson, Taylor Mitch, Jason Irwin, Blake Rogers, and Larry Gershman, your top 5 right behind him. Tilbury might have had a fuel issue. It seemed like maybe a fuel pickup or something, because that car sure did die something fierce about halfway down the backstretch, rolled, and then finally picked up power at the exit of 4, and now he's just trying to stay in front of the leaders, and he seems to be staying ahead, hoping probably for a quick caution here so he can stay on the lead lap. Starting to fan out now, single file. Battle for 7th between Winters and the 58 of Kyle Ray. Kyle Ray up underneath Winters. Dustin Tilbury still staying ahead of the leaders. Justin Johnson, Taylor Mitch, Jason Irwin, Blake Rogers, Larry Gershman, Dylan Capello, top 6. It's still a battle for 7th between Winters and Kyle Ray. Dustin Tilbury again dead now in turn number 2. And it seems to be a problem plaguing the 17D tonight in Tucson. And now he's totally dead in the water. He's out of the race lane, but he's in a real bad spot. And the guy who was hoping for the caution brings out the caution. Jill throws the green flag. And we got one around. I believe that is William Guevara in the 55. And it is William Guevara in the 55, spun around at the back. Let's see, Guevara. Guevara restart. We're back racing. Jill says, let's do it. Johnson leading Mitch. Oh, they came 3 wide out of turn number 2. From 4th on back, it's anybody's ball game. Jason Irwin way slow out of turn number 2. Irwin is down in the 9. Wow, that could have got real ugly right in front of Dylan Capello and Larry Gershman. Now Gershman and Capello are in the battle for third, and we are yellow. Irwin dead in the middle of 3. All right, Jill, do you like what you see? She goes, is that cool? Yeah, wave the green. The super clean 75, the super clean green thrown by Jill, and they are bunching up. Oh, mercy. Scott Winters goes into Blake Rogers, went sideways on 2 wheels, came back down. Rogers in a new car who looks like Rogers. Oh, they bumped and banged right there as they were coming down. They throw the green. Mitch and Capello looked like they might have been bumping as they came out of 4. Capello moves Mitch up to the top. The hitman on the bottom, Mitch in the middle, both chasing Johnson. Still Capello on the bottom. Mitch gives it back to him and presses Capello all the way down to the apron. Capello can run down there pretty well, but he doesn't want to run too hard down there right now, as Cameron Morgan in the 58X is moving on up into 4th place in front of Larry Gershman. Capello goes again to the bottom, trying to cut a little bit of that corner and maybe keep Morga behind him, but Cameron Morga on a tear right now. Capello moved up to try to whoa Morgan, but Cameron Morga in the 58. That car's on a rail right now on this restart. And now Morga almost got around Capello going into 3. Morga gets around him at the line. Cameron Morga into 3rd. As they start lap 19, Cameron Morga with a really nice move, moved right on past the hitman. And at the line, he would have got himself on the podium if that was the checkered flag. Nice move by that young man. And now the 58X is going to try to chase down the 4T, but Capello's not done with him yet. Top 2. Justin Johnson and Taylor Mitch starting to pull out a bit. On 3rd place, Cameron Morga is trying to keep Capello and Larry Gershman behind him. Calling it Cameron Morgan. That was my bad. I was calling that was the 54. That's actually Kyle Ray who's in 3rd. That was my bad, and I apologize. I had been looking at Cameron Morgan, who is their cars are really very close, very similar. That was my bad. I apologize. I am throwing off the scoring in Greenland right now. I know it. But still, he's in front of Capello. Hey, it's the second race. These new guys. It's the new ones. Surprised they didn't say Austin Barnes in the 51A. We don't even have a 51A. But now Kyle Ray moves to the high side, not Cameron Morga. Cameron Morga wishes he was running that good. Kyle now has a window net full of Capello. Capello going to give it back to him now. Now Capello passes Ray as they go into 3. Meanwhile, up front, Taylor Mitch has gotten to the back bumper of Mr. Johnson. And Mr. Johnson going to be getting a taste of having the champ coming up the tailpipe in a quick-like fashion here as they take now to lap 31. There's Justin Johnson in first, Taylor Mitch second, Dylan Capello third, Kyle Ray in fourth. Well, he was in fourth. Kyle Ray starting to lose the handle on that car. Larry Gershman going to get underneath him. And at the line, Ray got it back. That was for fourth. Larry Gershman trying to give it to him. Gershman up underneath. Ray on the high side coming out of 2 on the backstretch. Gershman looking underneath. Ray in the middle. Gershman still on the low line. Gershman got a little loose. Gershman still on the bottom as they go into turn number 1 on lap number 33. And now Gershman and Ray still going back and forth. Watching up front, though, I think Taylor Mitch might have a pick in his sights. He might be looking at Mark Allison and William Guevara, and he's going to show Mr. Johnson how the champ does it here in the Lucas Oil Modified Series. Justin Johnson in the 17 PH. Trying to keep Mitch behind him. And now Mitch starting to pinch Johnson. Lap cars go to the bottom. Like I was saying, he may start to give him the old pick and roll and use Mark Allison to do it. Now Mitch is going to look underneath Johnson. Johnson on the high side as they come out of turn number 2. Mitch thought about it, I believe, but Taylor going to get tucked behind Johnson again. And now we've got that, what do they call it, the Dover conveyor belt, right? Isn't that what they call that? You got action from one end to the other, starting to space themselves out. Leaders up into lap traffic, and I think lap traffic's going to come into play here. Leaders going into 3, third place at Capello, trying to chase him down. He's only about half a turn behind him. He was, now he's about a full turn. Mitch trying to figure out where Johnson's screwing up, because Johnson moves down and then moves the 17 up right in front of Mitch's line. Johnson's doing a great job of keeping Mitch right behind him. Now Mitch is he's finding something coming out of turn number 2. I'm not sure what it is, but Mitch is much better in turn number 2 and the exit of turn number 2 than Justin Johnson. Now watch, Johnson goes high. Mitch can get his 4T hooked a little bit better, and that's what I was talking about earlier. You got to keep the Hoosiers happy underneath you, and you got to get them to about a 75 lapper here at Tucson Speedway. Tucson Speedway, a very abrasive track, and you got to keep those Hoosiers happy at least till lap 60. Now Mitch, punch it, chicken. Right there, he made his move, and Mitch jumped in the middle of 4, got side by side with Johnson, and now they're side by side coming out of turn number 2. Now Taylor Mitch, by about a fender, had the lead going into 3. Mitch going to complete the pass as they come into lap 46. feeling some tension at the back of this field. They're getting a little rambunctious back there in about 15th or so, but they'll figure it out, hopefully. Leader on the back straightaway going into turn number 3 now. Oh, and he got woed up by Doug Carpenter. Almost allowed Johnson to catch back up. Carpenter didn't even see Mitch coming. Whoa, heck of a move. Johnson kind of liked that Carpenter got there, but Taylor Mitch has enough open track in front of him that he could get right back on the gas and keep Johnson behind him. Was Taylor Mitch still leading Justin Johnson, Dylan Capello in 3rd, Kyle Ray in 4th, and it looks like the 2 of Chris Cook, I believe, if the scoreboard's correct, is in 5th. The 24 of Shelby. That sounds better, yes. I've lost scoring up here. I try to just watch the leaders. It happens some races. Some races it's easy, some it's not. Some you just watch and hope we don't see another yellow. Taylor Mitch, though, showing why he is the champion in the Lucas Oil Modifieds, presented by MAV TV, here at the Super Clean 75, presented by Hoosier Tire. And now he's got a nice lead on Justin Johnson. And like I said, Justin Johnson running good there, but you watch about lap 50 to 60, and quickly that car starts to get loose as a goose on you, and you go, oh, I'm running out of tires. Now, hopefully the guy behind you is running out of tires too. Ryan Partridge bringing the 9 off at lap 54. Partridge not happy with the 9 at all. Partridge, again, lap 54. Lap 55, excuse me. But he pulled it off on lap 54, technically. For those of you scoring in Greenland. Taylor Mitch now has moved his line a bit higher, about half a groove higher now. He's going to run the high side of the middle groove. I know that sounds weird, but there is a high side to that middle groove. Now, there's that high groove that has not been beneficial today or this evening. The low groove sometimes is better, but that middle has been quite nice to the leaders today. Oh, Mark Allison and Sierra Furia. Looked like Mark Allison was getting a little loose as they went into one. Thought those two might get into each other, but fortunately they're not. When good racing goes bad, we don't want any more of those. Lap 59 right now. Taylor Mitch going out of turn number 2. Your leader in the middle of the back straightaway going into turn number 3. Second place now going into turn number 3. So Mitch, let's see unofficially. Oh, a good 3-second lead. A solid 3-second lead. Unofficially on second place. Now he's going to get up into the back of the 7. That's Ryan Charteau. A late model runner. Ryan Charteau running with the modifieds this season. Good to have him with us. He is running for Rookie of the Year in the Downforce Racing Rookie of the Year. And Ryan Charteau is, right now, he is 6th out of 6, but they only got one race there. Best, I believe it's the best out of 5. Your best finishes for the Downforce Racing Products Rookie of the Year this year. The first year the Downforce Racing Products is doing that. Big thanks to Lauren Hill and the good folks at Downforce Racing Products. If you're going who's leading, your leader comes by the start-finish line right now. Lap 64, 11 to go here in the Super Clean 75, presented by who? Hoosier Tire, that's right. You know, most normal people would be getting chilly up there on the flag stand with the lovely Jill. She's from Minnesota. She's enjoying the warm temperatures. Yes. Closer to the ocean and stuff. Taylor Mitch going to have the 22 in his sights next to lap him. Going to be the 22 from, I believe he's calling it Henderson, Nevada home. Could be Vegas, but regardless, it's up there in Nevada. Aaron McMorrin. And Blaze and Blake Rogers, they're in the 4T behind Mike Mitchell. 4T. Boy, about to catch the 4B in a big way, but if I'm Mr. Blake Rogers, I got a whole mess of stuff happening in front of me. I got Strobel, I've got Mitchell, I've got Grandpa Larry Gershman. They almost came 3 wide out of turn number 2 with RC on the bottom. Carpenter's getting woed up as they're coming out of 4. And your leader is right behind that entire SIG alert. For you Southern California natives, you remember SIG alerts. Now RC under Mitchell. Mitchell on the top. Those were the closest in that mess. But Taylor Mitch definitely wants to get around these guys that are in front of him. But, oh, they are 3 wide as they came out of turn number 2. Carpenter in the middle. Taylor Mitch going to try to get around these guys because they're holding him up, and if one of them, they're going 3 wide, 2 rows coming out of 4 in front of leader. Doug Carpenter getting loose in the middle of 1. Got it saved, and again, that's right in front of your leader. Our leader on the top side of Dave Arcee. Lap cars should be going to the bottom. Leader's got 2 more laps. On lap 73, your leader makes it 3 wide coming out of turn number 2. I think Eddie Secord in the 84 saw that and said, no, let's not do that right now. White flag out for Taylor Mitch. Mitch going into 1. Johnson not even close. Capello not even close. And ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of a traffic jam, your winner chicken dinner, Taylor Mitch. Going to win the Super Clean 75 presented by Hoosier Tire. Dylan Capello second. Johnson third. I believe the 2 of Chris Cook and the 58 of Kyle Ray, not Cameron Morgan. I won't make that mistake again. That was my bad. I do apologize. Back-to-back and be back-to-back champion in the Lucas Oil Modified Series. He's now back-to-back winner, first and second race in the 2018 race season. Tucson Speedway, he can hear you now. Your main event winner in the Modifieds, the 4T, Taylor Mitch.
You can put him on or you can hear him. Either way.
Wow, Taylor, can you hear me, bud? You know, I never get to interview the winner like this. How you doing, Taylor? Can you hear me down there? No, they never.
Can you hear on there? No. Okay.
They never. They just hand stuff to the driver like he just won the main event. He's looking good. Taylor, heck of a run, sir.
Yeah, the car was really good. I don't know, we're 2 in a row, so we're starting off the season really good, so we're really happy.
What was the hardest thing for you tonight in your race to accomplish behind the wheel?
I don't know. I think it was just being patient behind Justin back there. We had a really good car, and I just tried not getting into him and passing him real clean and just pressuring him, hoping he was making a mistake. But he didn't make really any mistakes, and we just had a better car to be able to get by. But overall, really good night.
Looked really good. You want to thank some sponsors, sir?
Yeah, I want to thank Plus Pro Doors, Linear Layout, Handheld All-Terrain Chalker, Kula, Sinister Diesel, Scroth Racing Belt, Lucas Oil, my wife, my dad, my mom. Thank the Lord above, keeping us everybody safe, and all that He does for everybody. And gotta thank Johnny, Debbie, Larry, Jamie, Jerry, STR, and RC Racing Engines. The STR Chevrolet was really good tonight, and just can't thank everybody enough. And we're gonna go on to Vegas. We run really good there, and hopefully we can go 3 in a row.
Well, sir, you made it look good. Tucson Speedway, your Lucas Oil main event winner tonight in a super clean 75 presented by Hoosier Tire, the 4T Taylor Mitch. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike Flanders for the Lucas Oil Modified Series. We thank you for coming on out and watching tonight, and we look forward to coming on back.